Okay. Let me share this real fast. So, as most of everyone knows, and of course I'm recording this for the playback because it's a little early to do one of these. I don't even know if anyone's going to be around yet because it's not after work time, so we'll see though. But hold on, I haven't even shared it yet. Give me a second here. I wish it would not turn your damn phone screen off when you do a damn Twitter space. Why would we want our phone screens to go off? It's ridiculous. All right, let me get this here. Oh, damn it. I got my own notification. Nice. So here's what's up. I wanted to talk about my last stream for a minute because it was a little bit raw, I'll say. And back before we started to cover this last fraud raiser, most of our streams were very comedic in nature, very funny, laughing the entire time. That's what me and Navy did. We watched stuff that would be like kind of shocking, of course, but most of the time it was funny. We'd laugh at it. And what I want to talk about for a second is my last stream, because everybody probably know. I went back and watched it, which I typically only skip through my stuff. And if there's a clip or something I want to grab, whatever, but I actually sat down and turned on my stream and watched a good 30 or 45 minutes of it, which is kind of unbearable. It's like when you record music, if you're a singer or something, you never listen to yourself sing, right? You never jam out to your own music because it's a little cringy. And it's a little bit like that with YouTube videos. But I didn't just want to rewatch my live stream for the reason of just because of my channel reasons. I wanted to rewatch it because it was pretty funny, and I was definitely clowning or making fun of the elleb's husband a lot. And if you have a good memory, if you have been around to have a little bit of a memory, when I would stream, anytime someone would attack me after I criticize them, I make content, somebody attacks me, in most situations where it's appropriate, I'll respond and I'll clown on them. I'll call them a silverfish and joke about something cringy that they've done, if it's there. I'll kind of poke a little bit at the choices they're making or what they're doing and all that. So the thing about me making fun of Leslie and her husband, mostly her husband, is definitely, you notice that I targeted the husband more. Like, I don't think I really targeted Leslie that much. And I was definitely way more harsh than I would normally be with anyone, because I want to clown on something that they're choosing to do, not him being unintelligible. If he didn't get the joke, essentially, he looks like a caveman. He definitely acts and thinks like a caveman. He doesn't put sentences together well, and he doesn't really communicate that good. And then you can't understand him. So of course I was exaggerating everything into mocking the way he talked by going like blah, 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 sounding like Captain Caveman or something, right? So the thing is, like, that's the kind of content I want to do all the time, not content where I'm targeting the way someone talks or anything like that. It's not an intrinsic issue with him. I'm not targeting an intrinsic issue, something that he can't help. I'm targeting something that if he wanted to choose better words and speak in a more understandable way, he could very easily, right? So anyway, definitely going to be getting the comedy back in, because it's been a thing that we definitely tried to avoid it throughout the entire Marvon thing, because of course you have to ask yourself when you cover a story, what do you do to respect the story? And I'm not going to go on any tangents, but that's the thing that we all kind of centered on, me and Navy and everybody. You know, you have to respect the story by taking it serious and being real about it, and not exploiting the story. So we're coming out of that whole thing. So it was a really good stream. I just hate that it had to be Leslie Bass and her husband. Honestly, though, I don't. I really don't. You know, one thing about my content is when I do make fun of somebody, it's done, or when I do jokes, when I crack jokes, it's done so that I can expose something about that person. When somebody will basically like be super sensitive, but they're going around picking on everybody else, that's the way that I expose it, is I do the type of content towards them that I know will cause that kind of reaction if they are super sensitive, if they are hypocritical with what they're doing. And then instead of them responding with anything more than attacks and flipping out, they do that because they're pissed off. But I don't want to go on a tangent. I just want to talk about that stream. And that stream was about Leslie and her husband doing something that I always say, which I do find kind of strange, but I always say that it's probably not the best idea, which is to talk about your personal life on your channel, unless you're vlogging. And when you're vlogging, if you've ever watched a vlog channel, they never are going to go to the kind of places that you see these guys go. They're always going to center in on a very specific thing, and they're going to do like family activities and how their family interacts. It's about interaction. It's not about these big stories where they just sit there talking into a microphone, right? And honestly, one of the main reasons why I do believe that they are getting extremely detailed about their personal life is because they need content. They're being criticized. They definitely don't want to be criticized. They most likely are having a conundrum. What do you talk about? What do you go live on? Where, you know, you can kind of just throw out stuff without doing any work, and at the same time not have to worry about any criticism because you're not attacking anybody. Well, you can talk about your family and yourself. And it is strange to see that while they're talking about themselves, they're still bad-mouthing people. They're still convincing you things about this and that. And I know someone came in and talked to me about how when I was skipping through the stream, essentially the story about the 2-year-old that broke their arm on the fence was actually because of LB, right? And the reason why I didn't think that is because the husband started off saying something to the extent of, I think he said, he described the story as if it wasn't, he wasn't talking about them, and talked about how the little girl was climbing the fence and all this stuff. So that's why when Leslie came in and started talking, and then he started talking about how Leslie was the one who yelled, and then that's why the kid fell off the fence. It was extremely confusing, you know, Again, I don't think it's confusing because of me or because of any viewer. I think it's confusing because of the presenters and how they're giving us information. But anyway, I just wanted to pop on and basically explain that whole thing I talked about with the jokes and the way I was joking with him. No, you're not going to see me do that a lot in the future. Unless I have to do content about Leslie and them. You're not going to see me do that kind of content in the future. You will see me make jokes and laugh and be silly, and then pull in a bunch of skit kind of stuff. Now, my skits with that last stream were very last minute. I like to kind of edit them a little bit, style them, as you guys know. I like to basically find some type of background footage and then play like a commercial type of theme song while I do the voice instead of how I did it 2 days ago. But I had to do it off the cuff a couple days ago. So anyway, long story short, going live tonight. I'm sorry. Last night I got a 24-hour flu. I thought I might have the Wu flu again. And I didn't know though. But I was started to feel really sick, and I was definitely sick. But within a few hours, when I first decided to lay down and take a nap, I wasn't even sick yet. I was just feeling like I was going to be. Within a few hours, oh my God, I was sick, and I slept a good amount. Anyway, though, I wasn't even feeling good enough to do a scope. Tonight, we're planning on doing one, to do a stream tonight. If we end up like canceling it because I start to feel sick or something again, I'll text you. I'll throw it out on a tweet. But most likely I'm going to jump on because I feel all right. So we'll be good to go. But I did find out that there is a bunch of flu bugs going around right now. And I mean a bunch of them, a lot of them. A lot of people have the flu. And they're not testing positive for COVID when they go to the hospital. And some people were saying that Spackle lives in California. She was saying that the hospital was talking about how there is a type of COVID that doesn't get picked up on the tests. And whether that's true or not, I doubt it, but who knows? I'm sure they'll figure it out if that is true, and they'll get a test for it. I don't think I have COVID. I feel like I just had a normal kind of wintertime thing. And for all I know, it could have been something I ate, but I don't see how it could have been because I don't think we ate anything, I don't know. Anyway, though, you know what I'm going to say next. If you can support the streams, it would help immensely right now, especially before I go to get Red Bull. I'm going to go here in a little bit. PayPal.me/Unirock. Make sure you're following this Twitter account. You can turn on notifications or live notifications. And I'll see you tonight. We're going to be doing some comedy. We're going to be doing some funny stuff about Molly. Oh, Molly, I almost forgot to tell you about Molly. Oh, hell. It's a good thing I said that. Molly wrapped herself up like a mummy. I have no clue what she did. Now, it's crazy because, she was talking about, that last stream we did talking about Molly. It's leaving me, but you guys remember it. It was pretty extreme is what I'll say. Anyway, she, oh my heavens. So there are these pictures of her getting like plastic surgery, right? At least it looks like she's got plastic surgery. It looks like she had some type of like major thing done to her face. And then later there's pictures of her without the bandages on her face. And I don't know what is going on, but I will show it to you tonight. We'll talk about it. No, I'm not going to make fun of her looks. I try not to do that. I might a little bit here and there for people, but I try not to. But there's definitely some weirdness happening. So I'll see you tonight. Thanks for stopping by. If you're watching on the replay, Remember, you can always skip ahead the beginning, the first minute or two where I'm sharing it and waiting and stuff. All right. See you soon.